I haven't even started the video yet, and I'm being spoken to by Mrs. Fairy down there. What's the matter with you? Eh? Hi guys. This video is probably going to be a little bit of a long one, probably about 25-30 minutes. So I'm not sure if you want to stick around for that long, but I spent quite a bit of last week, over the course of 2, maybe 3 days, just vlogging. So every time something came into my mind, I decided to grab my camera and have a bit of a ramble about it. Some of the subjects I cover, made some notes. There was a day last week, I think it was Tuesday, we took Molly to the vets to have her claws clipped, and I was having a mega bad day. Could hardly walk, could hardly put one foot in front of the other, but anyway, I explained a little bit more in that clip. But I didn't want to be too much of a doom and gloom, so I've been chatting about my chest pain, which is actually not too bad at the moment, so that's pretty good too. I just mentioned actually, while I'm standing here chatting to you, my legs are just shaking. They're just like, I know it looks like I'm relatively still at the moment, but I'm just actually shaking like crazy. My whole body is just shaking, just trying to remain standing straight. Both of my knees are just shaking like crazy, like tremoring. And my back's weak as usual and that sort of thing. So anyway guys, if you want to hear about Molly and you want to hear about me not being able to walk very well and you want to be able to hear about my chest pain, please stay tuned. Thanks for listening. Bye. Good morning guys. You'll have to excuse the noisy dishwasher down here. I've had to choose the kitchen again to record this video because it's the brightest room of the house at the moment. It's almost 8 AM. It's extremely foggy here in the UK and it's extremely dull as well. Just thought I'd give you a bit of an update. Yesterday we took Molly to the vets. Molly is absolutely fine, by the way. I do intend to do a video on it. I know I keep saying it, but she's pretty good. We took her just to have her claws clipped. We were going to have a blood pressure done, but that's not really due yet. Anyway, yesterday for me, walking was pretty horrendous. My back was really sore. I could hardly put one foot in front of the other. It was so difficult, and driving was so difficult as well. My legs were having the life squeezed out of them. You know, I'm just doing a bit of an update, you know, kind of a daily update at the moment, letting you know how things are going. By now you would have hopefully watched my previous video about me having a relapse, and I'm going to be going to go and see my MS nurse on Tuesday the 31st. So believe it or not, I'm actually quite looking forward to that. I'm quite looking forward to having a course of steroids to try and help me feel a bit better, to be honest, because I'm kind of at a bit of a low at the moment. So yesterday was really, really bad. However, last night, rather amazingly, once again, this frequently occurs on a regular basis. I managed to get some reasonably decent sleep, so I'm pretty pleased about that. And I went to bed at midnight and I was up at 6:30, but I think I slept for most of that time, which is pretty good. Today the back is aching a little bit. It feels very weak as usual, but a little bit sore, but it's nowhere near as bad as yesterday, and consequently, because my back's feeling a little bit better, my walking is also a little bit better. So I'm quite pleased about that. Well guys, this is just a short update this time. I don't reckon I've actually passed 5 minutes, so that's pretty good for me. And I hope everybody is well and doing okay. And I shall speak to you in the next one. Bye bye for now. Hello, me again. Still in the kitchen, I'm afraid, being harassed this time by a certain little furry person. Can you guess who? I'll show you. You can meow, you little monkey. We have to, well, I've started feeding her on this. It's Whiskers 1 year plus. I think that she probably fits that build, seeing she's nearly 19. But I found that these little packets, when you open one of the big packets, she doesn't eat a great deal. When you open one of the big packets, half of it's wasted. After it's been open a few hours, she doesn't like carrying on eating it, so it goes in the bin. She likes fresh, definitely. She's a fussy animal. So this morning I gave her a blood pressure tablet in a small quarter of tuna, and I always call her tuna chops. She absolutely loves tuna fish. We buy these little domes. They're made by a company called Sheba, and she absolutely will kill for them. And so she had a tablet this morning and some of that. Then she likes breakfast part 2, and I'm about to do breakfast part 3 to shut her up a little bit. And actually, listen, can you hear her? What are you moaning at? I don't know if you can hear that. She's gone upstairs. She's unhappy. So anyway, I better get her third breakfast ready for her and dispatch it. So bye bye for now. It's not all bad. I realised just lately that in the last few weeks I haven't really had much chest pain, which is absolutely brilliant for me. I'm really pleased about it. I don't know if it's because my mind is being taken off, with other things, with the intense squeezing of my legs and the bad back and the weakness in my back, that sort of thing. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the chest pain's been keeping a bit of a low profile just lately, and I just wanted to get that on video. Today, this is about the third clip I've recorded today. Actually, I'm just doing a kind of day of recording as and when something pops into my mind. I really hope people don't think that oh no, it's Neil doom and gloom again. But I try to record. I try to record when good things are happening as well, and I'm feeling well. But to be quite honest with you, having this MS, I do actually have more bad days than good, and sometimes it really is difficult to remain positive when you're in so much pain. And that is, for somebody that doesn't experience a lot of pain in their life, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I know they're empathic and they do try to understand, but for somebody that doesn't experience a lot of pain, it is hard for them to sort of get it, in inverted commas. Do you know what I mean? Several people have said to me on comments, to understand for somebody to truly understand what it's like, they've got to have MS. They've got to experience the intense burning and pins and needles and numbness that we do actually suffer. So anyway, so far today, what time is it? Oh, it's about 11:15 in the morning, and the sun is shining, and I'm feeling okay. I'm all right. In actual fact, I've got about a bit of a 3 out of 10 on the chest pain. The back is kind of behaving itself at the moment. The legs are being squeezed as usual, but kind of normal levels, so I'm quite happy with that. Whilst I was on the subject of pain and the pretty bad day I had yesterday, what I just remembered I wanted to sort of tell you is, and I'd be interested if anybody else feels like this, but when I have a real bad day, like yesterday for example, you know, I couldn't walk hardly at all. Putting one foot in front of the other was difficult. We went to the vets to take Molly, and it was so hard, that walk. I was dreading getting out of the car, walking to the vets, and we're talking, it's only like a few feet, you know. And then in the vets I kept standing up to make sure I could stand up. How sad is that? You know, yesterday evening at home, I kept standing up and taking a few steps backwards and forwards to make sure I could still walk. That's how bad I was yesterday, people. That is how bad I was. It was really scary, but today's better. But I wanted to just say that when things are that bad, fear and anxiety creep in. They really do. You know, I think to myself, am I going to be able to walk down my garden tomorrow? You know, am I going to be able to do a little bit of gardening, you know, in spring when the weather picks up? Because I love just pottering in the garden as and when I feel fit enough. You know, you just worry about the things that you take for granted and that you can normally do, and when you have this relapse or the attack, this flare-ups and things, am I still going to be able to do those things? And that really frightens me. You know, am I going to be able to sleep in bed tonight? Okay. And all sorts of things just go through your mind. You know, it really does affect me like that. I start going over stuff over and over in my head about the things I can do and enjoy doing and love doing, and will I be able to do them anymore because I can barely walk? You know what I mean? Hey there guys, it's now the 26th of January 2017, it's Thursday morning, it's very dull out there. Not a good night last night again. I know it sounds like I'm always moaning, but hey, this is what my life is like, and sometimes I get pretty damn fed up of it as well. You know, last night I must have been up about 4 or 5 times. This morning, so I went to bed about 11 o'clock. I've been up and down all night, up at 6:30 because I have to take my wife to work. And this morning I'm back to not walking very well, walking really slowly. My right side seems very weak for some reason, especially my right leg. My ankles are stiff, my legs are being squeezed really bad this morning. My back is aching a little bit, not much. And what else? Oh yes, my right knee keeps unlocking itself at random, and it's quite bad at the moment, and that used to be a really big problem years ago, in 2013, 2012. My knee would just, every time I walked, it wouldn't lock and work, it just wouldn't work properly. so it was a real problem for me. Well, I think this is about the 5th clip to this video. You know me, I don't keep things short, but I'm not even sure. I know some of my subscribers watch my videos to the end, but I don't think a lot of people do. But for those of you that do enjoy them and follow me, thank you. I appreciate all the time that you put in. Well, it's early yet, just gone 8:30 in the morning, and I'm hoping things will improve throughout the day for me. And if they do, I will probably record another clip, and at some point I will put them together and upload them to YouTube for you to watch. Well, that's my phone just dinged, so somebody wants me. Bye for now.